Let me tell you a story that still makes me smile, even though it caused a fair amount of chaos at the time. So I work in IT, not the glamorous kind you see in Silicon Valley shows, but the grinded-out kind where you keep systems running and fix things when people spill coffee into their laptops. I've been working at this mid-sized financial firm for about 6 years. Solid benefits, decent co-workers, and enough bureaucracy to write a novel about. Now, I'm not going to pretend I'm some kind of saint, but I do take pride in my work. I care when systems go down. I care when there are bugs. So yeah, I'd regularly stay late, sometimes way past the 9 to 5 grind. I'd patch servers, restore corrupted backups, troubleshoot email outages, the fun stuff. But things changed. They always do, right? We got a new manager. Karen. Yes, her actual name was Karen. And unfortunately, she lived up to every stereotype. Came from another department, zero IT background, but she was big on structure. Her first meeting with our team was like a manifesto for corporate rigidity. She said, and I quote, "There will be no more of this cowboy behavior. Everyone works 8 hours. You arrive at 9, you leave at 5. No more, no less, no exceptions." Now I raise my hand. Karen, some incidents happened toward the end of the day, like server crashes or firewall alerts. Are we supposed to just leave those until morning? She smiled like a kindergarten teacher scolding a child. If something breaks at 4:59, it will still be broken at 9 a.m. tomorrow. It's not your responsibility to go beyond your shift. Okay then, cue the malicious compliance. See, Karen thought she was being protective of our time. But the truth is, when you treat professionals like factory workers, things break. And I had no intention of going against her directive. That week, on Wednesday at around 4:45 p.m., I got an alert. The primary client database was throwing red flags, data write failures, timeout errors. Normally, I would have stayed late and run diagnostics. But not this time. I shut my laptop at 5 o'clock sharp and walked out like I was following a fire drill. Thursday morning. Chaos. The system had gone completely offline overnight. Clients couldn't access their accounts. Sales couldn't process any transactions. Finance couldn't run end-of-day reports. Karen? She was losing it. She called me into her office first thing. "Why didn't you stay and fix the issue?" she asked, waving printouts like a crime scene file. I looked her square in the eye and said, "You told us no more than 8 hours. I logged out at 5. She opened her mouth to argue, but then closed it. I saw it click. "You should have used discretion," she muttered. I replied, "I was just following your directive." Later that day, we had an emergency all-hands meeting. Karen tried to spin it as a miscommunication, that the policy was never meant to override common sense. But the damage was done. Executives were asking why we weren't proactively monitoring critical systems. The best part? Our compliance created a paper trail. Time logs, alerts, emails, all showing we were just doing exactly what she asked. From then on, the 8-hour rule quietly disappeared. We got a revised policy. Use judgment, prioritize business impact, and log any overtime for approval. In other words, back to how it used to be. I didn't gloat, not out loud, but I did enjoy the small victory. Because sometimes the best way to teach someone how the real world works is to give them exactly what they asked for and let them clean up the mess.